Did you know that in neither the first Harry Potter book nor film, the titular character, despite being well known for being
You're a wizard, Harry. A wizard. And a thumping good un, I'd wager.
never actually casts a spell? Of course, there's the matter of the vanishing glass, but Harry rolling a D100 for his wild magic surge doesn't count as proper magic with an incantation, wand, and owl. I think that the tie-in video games have indirectly influenced the popular perception of this 11-year-old as a spell-slinging wizard waving around a stick, because that's the core gameplay of them if you didn't know or somehow didn't guess. The old Harry Potter games boast a magnitude more content in areas the books were lean on, such as Harry's life as a Hogwarts student. Thus, I will play through each one, starting, of course, with the Philosopher's/Sorcerer's Stone. This task is much more daunting than it may seem, however. The first year alone is covered in 7 different games, which is an interesting coincidence of the magical number 7 relating to this franchise. 4 of these are platform-exclusive unique versions. Only the version for 6th gen consoles and, of course, Lego Harry Potter, with the portable versions being yet another different game, were direct ports to multiple platforms. Thankfully, we don't need to comprehend all of these games right away, let alone any sequels. I will be making episodes in a chapter-by-chapter, by-the-book format. Gameplay of these games does not start at the same point in the story. I will thus introduce each game in the video when it enters the fray. Any events that occur between chapters will be covered as part of the next chapter. The cutoff point will be at the end of each book chapter. Most of these I have never played or beat before, and may take liberties with the order of events, so I can't promise that they will neatly line up into chapters. I may make a timeline video at the end of each Hogwarts school year to best attempt to fit the events into canon. Potter scholars have discovered exact calendar dates across much of the series already, which would make it easier, but it would still be high effort. With or without timeline videos, my work is definitely cut out for me for years. But I've also aspired to make this video series for a long time as well, and have put off this introductory episode long enough. That being said, this video is titled Chapter 1, but unsurprisingly none of the games actually start here. We don't get to play as the two original series protagonist Vernon Dursley, but the latter half of the chapter is in every one of the games as an introductory cutscene. Our non-LEGO ones have the exact same narration, which appears to be one of the few things publisher EA made consistent.
There was nothing about the starry sky that night to suggest that strange and mysterious things would soon be happening. As unsuspecting muggles slept, a huge motorbike with a giant astride it tumbled down from the darkness. The giant, named Hagrid, left a blanket-wrapped bundle on the doorstep of number 4, Privet Drive. Nestled in the bundle was a baby. Harry Potter, the boy who lived.
Another thing EA made consistent was the music, composed by Jeremy So, independently of John Williams' famous film score. However, I don't think So gave MIDI files to the development teams, as the Game Boy versions have their own third set of original compositions, as these grandiose scores would have been daunting to adapt to limited hardware, though a few important tracks were adapted, such as the main theme. In closing, though many of these games share similar covers, the platitude, "don't judge a book by its cover," holds true. We will explore what makes these games unique, both the good and the bad, with a focus on how they fit into the overarching narrative rather than on gameplay, though the quality of these games will still be discussed, as some I would definitely recommend over others to play if you happen to be interested. Now, some may think, who cares? These games are non-canon. But it's not that simple. Yes, they are rife with contradictions to the source material, but Rowling herself was involved in production, writing the text for the in-game collectible wizard cards and coming up with spells and their effects. Some of these spells and famous witches and wizards would reappear in later books, as well as the Fantastic Beasts films and Hogwarts Legacy. These stories can't simply be written off as disparate interpretations. Parts of them can enhance the story, whether they ascend into canon or simply increase your enjoyment, whether you play them or not. Keep an eye out for episode 2, where the gameplay will truly begin.